Hi there folks, and welcome to the work solutions for this week's The Daily Rigour issue number 36. So our headline story today, it's official, boys get more pocket money than girls and it can only be described as the ultimate act of austerity. Shocking. So anyway, we've got a wee example here. So Max washed the dishes every school night, hoovered twice and took the bin out on Friday. How much pocket money did he get? Well, every time he washes the dishes, he gets £1. So for every school night, that's going to be 5 of them, so that's going to be 5 times £1. So he's hoovered twice, so he gets £2 every time he does the hoovering, so that's going to be two lots of £2. And he took the bin out once, so that's we're going to add 75p, but obviously if we're adding these up in pounds, we would have to add 0.75. So that gives us a total for the week of £9.75 pocket money for Max. So part B, we're asking how much would his sister Abby have received for completing the same jobs? Well, obviously, as with the headline, they get £2.20 a week less, girls do. Shocking. So we're going to take that £2.20 away from the £9.75. So Abby would have got £7.55 for doing the same jobs. Okay, so in the entertainment section, so Star Wars Rogue One went past the $1 billion mark this weekend, and it's now got a box office total of $1.011 billion, and this is from a production cost of $200 million. So we have to express the film's current profit as a percentage of its production cost, round an answer to the nearest percent. So first things first, we've got to work out the profit, and we do that by taking the production cost away from the box office total, and that's going to give us an answer of 811 million. Notice we had to change the billions into millions first. You could have put the numbers out, written the numbers out in full, of course, and taken them away from each other, but either way, you would have got an answer of 811 million. Okay, so we have to express this as a percentage of the production costs. So the percentage profit is the profit divided by how much money they had to spend making it, which is 200 million, and then multiply by 100 to change it into a percentage, and that's going to give us 406% to the nearest percent. So that's just to give an idea about the sheer volume of money these Star Wars films make. A percentage profit of 406%, that's incredible. So part B, in a similar manner, which Star Wars film is the highest percentage profit? So here's a list of them all here. So you could work them all out individually, but to save you doing that, you can look at the worldwide gross, the box office total that these films made versus the production cost, and if there's a really significant difference, that's the one you should maybe try first. So if you look at Star Wars Episode 4, it made an absolute killing at the box office way back in 1977, but it only cost $11 million to produce, so to make, and this one actually has the biggest percentage profit. So Episode 4, and it's actually 6,949%. Staggering numbers. Who would have thought at the time that that film would have been so successful? And then of course the next with the second highest percentage profit was The Empire Strikes Back, and that was 2,891%, for example. Nothing else even comes close. But I think we can put that down to the fact that these two films were made with such little money involved. So when we say such little, obviously they are big amounts of money, but in the grand scheme of things, compared to the films today, yes, they're generating more, but they're also costing a lot more to make. Okay, so our next story from the US, we've got Ford workers to get a profit share bonus. So Ford has made its second best annual pre-tax profit to date of $10.4 billion. So Ford's 56,000 hourly full-time US workers will share 9.896 billion less than this amount based on the profit made in North America. So on average, how much will each full-time worker receive? Okay, so first things first, we've got to work out the total bonus fund. So we've got the 10.4 billion profit, and we're going to take away this 9.896 billion. And if you take them away from each other, you actually get, the problem with using billions is you get an answer in billions that's less than 1 billion. So it's like 0.504 billion. But if you're given that in proper number form, that's 504 million. So this number here has been shared equally between the 56,000 full-time workers. So on average, how much will they each get? Well, we're going to divide the 504 million by 56,000. But to do that, you'll have to put 504 and 6 zeros into your calculator. And if you did that, you would have found that on average, each worker's getting $9,000 as a bonus. Not to be sniffed at, I would say. Maybe they could buy another car with that money. Okay, so last story, we've got Lucy Jones, former X Factor singer, has won the race to represent Britain at the Eurovision Song Contest in Ukraine in May. So last year the UK came in 25th place, and we have to work out how many points they received altogether. So we just add them all up. Albania gave them 5, Australia gave them 8, Czech Republic gave them 4, Estonia gave them 3, Finland gave them 3, Ireland gave them 10, Malta gave them 13, Russia gave them 6, San Marino gave them 8, and Serbia gave them 2. So if you add up all those numbers very carefully, you get a total of 62 points. So part B, this score was 50% of Italy's total. So how many points did Italy get? Well, 50% of course is a half. So in other words, Britain get half of Italy's total. So in order to calculate Italy's score, we're going to double what Britain got. So 2 times 62 is 124 points. So that's what Italy got. So that concludes our What Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 36. Some challenging questions here, I'm sure you'll agree. So I hope you found that enjoyable, and stay tuned for next week's issue when we're going to be looking at some more news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and bye for now.